Ang gagawin nyo, papalitan lang ako, di ako hahandang. But you try to burn this house down, you're in for one hell of a fight. So mga kasama sa media, sasagutin po yung iba yung tanong ng iba't iba po nating congressional leaders, but I really have to be with this small committee and buckle down to work, no? And to my colleagues, di ba, I will not put you in harm's way. Kung ano ang gusto ng majority, we'll do that. But let's follow the President na yung proclamation niya ay gawin ito. At huwag po tayo gumamit ng pangalan ng ibang tao. Nag-official statement naman yung mga tao. Tawagan ng tawagan kahapon. Sinabi ni Presidente ganito, sinabi ni ganito, ganito, sinabi ganito. Pag nagtanong kami, Boss, kausap mo ba si Presidente? Boss, kausap mo ba si ES mismo? Boss, kausap mo ba yung pangalan na sinasabi mo? Hindi, sinabi lang ni ganito na sinabi ganyan. Naku naman, mga kongresista tayo. Lumalaban tayo sa fake news. Siga tayo sa ating mga distrito. We are leaders, they look up to us. Pag tinawagan ka ng principals nyo or superintendent, tinawagan kayo ng district engineer nyo, pag tinawagan po kayo ng PPA, tinatawagan kayo ng religious groups, tapos medyo fake news, hindi ba? Anong sinasabi natin sa kanila? Ma'am, sir, hindi naman kayo maniwala kaagad. Eh tayo kongresista na. Grabe yung fake news that we had to deal with yesterday. So no less than the presidential spokesman had to make clarifications. No less than some cabinet members had to make clarifications. And yesterday and today, you will see there are statements coming out. Bakit? Eh grabe kasi mag-name dropping yung ibang mga kongresista just in the name of getting these things done. We'll talk more about that later and the illegal activities na nabuko namin. Diba? One of the reasons they want me out here because they want a franchise for Isabong. Nasabi ko, tanggalin nyo na lang ako. Because kawawa, I have nothing against Sabongeros. That's up to you. It's a sport recognized dito sa Pilipinas. Pero kung gagawin mo Isabong, pwedeng gumamit ng mga electronic payment, Paymaya, GCash, etc. Tapos at any time of the day nanonood ka, I don't care how much you offer me, I don't care kung gaano kalapit yung pinapapunta nyo sa akin. It's making billions now, illegitimately. So, takot na sila na ma-crackdown sila. So, gusto nilang magkaroon ng franchise. Alam po to, I reported this to the palace, no? Na may ganun na move, di ba? So, sana naman sa panahon ng COVID, yung pera para sa pamilya. Yung maglibang-libang, naintindihan ko yun, di ba? Sino ba naman hindi sa kanto na totong hits, nag-ano ng konti, di ba? Napapiso-piso, palima-limang piso. But etong Isabong, ano eh, pwedeng mabenta yung bahay mo. Di ba? That's why it's addictive, it's fun. It's a sport, di ba? Eh, kayo, even if pumunta sa akin ngayon, legitimate sports betting. Boss, payagan na natin sa basketball, sa volleyball, sa lahat pwede na magpustahan. At this time, you want me to entertain that? Yan ba ang direction na natin at this time? Di ba? So, anyway, everyone, malalim na malalim tong problema na to. Hindi lang to speakership. No? So, let's follow the President. Budget muna. Then, labasan na ng lahat ng issues para linawan tayo. Pero nung nagkaroon ng bayanihan 1 at 2 eh, halos walang mahiram na aeroplano at helicopter eh. Eh ngayon, nagpo-post yung mga kongresista eh. I was picked up by this beautiful helicopter. Tingnan, tapos may picture na nandun sa aeroplano. Saan ang galing lahat yun? Di ba? Sa speakership, ready kayo na magkaroon ng gumastos ng malaki at isa-isa kayong sunduin from all parts of the country. Pero pagka dito, may sesyon, pag taong pinag-uusapan, sasabihin nyo, sorry po, hindi kami makapunta dyan. Masakit. Masakit talaga. I mean, wala dito sa kwarto na to, or kung meron man isa, na ilan mga miyembro po ng Kongreso nagka-COVID kasi nagpilit pumasok. Ako po, wala akong regret na pumasok. Ang regret ko lang po, kasama ko asawa ko parate. Because she's a member of Congress. Kung pwede lang, sa bahay lang muna siya. Para isa man lang sa amin dalawa ay safe. Eh kaya lang may agreement kami ng all for one, one for all, and she also represents a district. But yun lang ang regret ko, na I have to put some of you in harm's way. You wouldn't be here kung wala akong gulo. Bukas kayo at yung iba sa inyo sa Zoom. And I don't mind kung sino man yung nasa Zoom. No? So we'll clarify all those other issues at some other time, mga kapatid natin sa media. Ha? But eto muna ang aming unahin. Sige, I'll take 2 questions para lang.
Reaction lang quick, dineclare nilang vacant yung Speaker of Opposition.
Yes, they can declare the world ending today. But their session is nothing more than a social club na nag-violate din ng IATF rules. Ilang country club na ang sinara dahil sa pag-violate ng rules. So sila nga ang rule makers, pero sila din ang rule breakers. Diba? They can do that tomorrow after the budget. Why do they have to do it now? Anong gulo ang gusto nila? What's the difference if it's Rani Abu or Butch Pichay or Dinan Hernandez or Baby Arenas or Alan Cayetano in the podium tomorrow? Isa pag-uusapan eh. What's the difference?
Is it valid, sir? Is it valid yung nangyari doon? Legal?
Kung valid yon, Banana Republic na tayo. So you mean if I can somehow get 152 to meet in another country club tomorrow, yung ipapasa ko doon, magiging valid? What if I meet in somewhere with 152 and pass a different budget? Tatanggapin ng Senate yung budget na yan? Diba? I mean, look at all our rules. Even when we went to Batangas, kompleto ng resolution yan. So I don't want to go to all the legalities. Diba? We have the lawyers in the group. But this is unprecedented. Never in the history of the Philippines ganito kababoy ang ginawa sa Kongreso. Never. Never. They could have the same effect of just being there, saying ganito karami, tomorrow we'll go to Congress, Cayetano, sana you peacefully turn over. But for them to say that's an official session, di ba, is, you know, I don't think it ever happened in the world. So it will be part of the Guinness Book of World Records ng pinakapambababoy sa isang legislature. Nakakaya.
What can you expect tomorrow, sir, kung nga that they have already?
It's up to them, ma'am. If they come in peace, allow us to do the budget, wala tayong problema. If they come, makikipag-agawan sila ng ano, I am constitutionally bound to preside. Now, if I resign, ang papalit sa akin, hindi pa rin siya. Ang papalit, one of the deputy speakers. So there's no way in the world that the Supreme Court, the Palace, or any other agency can recognize what they did. Not only because of the illegality per se, but because of the precedent that it will set. Diba? So, you know, ano ang pinaka-basic sa ano? Diba? Yung alam natin lahat na may session mangyayari. Oh. And hearing lang 3 araw before, kailangan mo sabihin. Diba? So, yung magte-textan lang, isang barkada, gawin natin to, gawin natin yan. So, ganun na legislation ngayon. So, kung halimbawa, no, may problema sila sa tobacco tax or sa alcohol tax or may problema sila dun sa DPWH, maliit yung budget. Pwede ako mag-text, 152 tayo. Doon tayo mag-meeting sa kanto ng ng EDSA kasi maraming hotel doon. O tuloy na lang tayo kung anong hotel doon. O i-amend na natin yung i-amend na natin yung budget sa DPWH. Then we come back to Congress the next day na, boss, hindi ka na speaker ha, ito na yung bagong budget, pinasala namin kapon. Di ba? It's silly. Guys, those of you here who are parents, what will you tell your children? Di ba? Yun ang sinasabi ni Pangulo wala na siyang ambisyon. This is for his children and his children's children. So let's respect naman the Constitution and have some decency in politics naman. Pagtatawanan na naman yung house na to tatanggapin ko na lang, ako na lang sisihin ng tao. Di ba? But the reality is, sobrang kalokohan ang ginawa nila. They can give all the legislative, legal justifications for it. But you know in your hearts, it's simply wrong. Yung ang walang COVID, gawin mo yun, mali. May COVID, ganun ang gagawin mo. Di ba? So, you know, I don't know what their intention is. But I hope they all go tomorrow And ang balak nga namin is, if they want to be there live, either hiwalay-hiwalay talaga yung upuan, or some can be here na may Zoom. Everyone will be free to talk and everyone will be free to vote. Yung sinasabi ng minimute, hindi totoo yun. Kahit sa speaker's office po, may pang-mute yun sa speaker's podium. Kasi hindi pwede sabay-sabay salita. So nag-object daw sila dun sa huwag tanggapin yung aking offer to resign. Eh nag-nominal voting, isa-isa tinanong eh. So paano mo sabihin wala kang chance to object? Yung object, it leads to a vote. So nung may nag-object, kaya narinig o hindi, recorded yun. Kaya nga nag-ayes and nays. Pero dahil naka-zoom at hindi tayo sigurado sino mas malakas ang boses sa ayes or nays, nag-ano tayo, nag-nominal, isa-isa. So how can you say now na walang demokrasya? Diba? So yun ang gagawin lang dahilan sa inyo. Kasi sa pag-session noon, hindi sila makapagsalita ganyan. Wala po sa grupo ng present leadership ang balak babuhin ang rules. Wala pong balak dito sirain ang democracy. Ha? So guys, yung mga kasama natin, they have their own views, personal feelings, appeals to their constituents, di ba? And then I'll ask them to follow upstairs, those who want to participate in the second part with the small group. We will be tackling issues and what to clarify their budgets at saan pwedeng kunin ang pera at saan pwedeng lagyan. The Congressional Budget and Planning Office has submitted. The Deputy Speaker for Finance has also his list of anong priorities ang kukunin. Si Eric Yap meron din. We have a lot of Vice Chairmen like Jonathan Alvarado, of course the Senior Vice Chairperson, si Eileen is here. Si Paul Nasa, our new Chairman ng Economic Affairs. Sinesend nila sa akin wherever they are in the country yung mga issues sa budget, no? So it's time to collate and put that together, no? And time to get things moving. So thank you very much. I hope we have a boring but successful hearing tomorrow. But if they're going to make it entertaining, baka for the first time in history, tatalunin ng House ang ratings ng Eat Bulaga at Showtime. But remember, Congress is not a noontime show. Congress is not here for entertainment. Congress is not a circus. This is the House of the People. Yun lang sana. Sana pag matulog sila tonight, yun lang isipin ko nila. Gusto nila ng noontime show, may pupuntahan sila. Gusto nila ng circus, hindi ko alam kung may area na open ngayon. Pero gusto nila yung budget, welcome sila dito. Last question.
Sir, as of now, hindi nyo kinikilala yung nangyari po sa kabilang kampo and tomorrow, you will receive pa rin sa budget.
Pagka may kumilala sa kanila, we're in a different dimension, different universe already. There's no way in the world that you can go somewhere else just because marami kayo and then do it. I remember when Speaker De Venecia was Speaker, he liked having parties. And when he had parties, may quorum yun. So during the party, pag lasing na lahat ng guests, sabihin na, we declare a quorum, mag-session sila, legal yun. Let's not be naman too cavalier or let's not be too... alam ko naman sa panahon ngayon, informal uso, di ba? I can come here in Molo Barong, I can come here and still be in my working mode. But these formalities, these rules ng House, the Constitution are not just words. Di ba? So, you know, it's up to anyone. Pero kung kilalanin nila yun, they're throwing away the Constitution. They're asking for a revolutionary government. That's the reality there. And ako, I stand for democracy. Despite any criticism sa Kongreso, we are here for the people. May weaknesses, may pagkakasala din, but we're here for, it's just like the media. Di ba? Hindi ba sa media maraming napipikon na, na politiko? Hindi ba sa media kahit businessman, pagka medyo masama yung news, tumatawag na apektuhan? Hindi ba sa media, hindi naman 100% of the time, 100% accurate. But, there is no democracy without a free press. So we would rather have those small mistakes at makriticize ang ilang media rather than wipe out and shout out the media and then saying mas maayos ang democracy. Walang democracy pag walang free press, pag walang media. So wala rin democracy unless we respect the rules and Congress is strong. Congress, the House of the People, and the Senate. So, you know, it's really a travesty yung nangyari ngayon. So I don't know, I don't wanna, you know, add more adverbs or description to it. Pero, ang usapan namin Majority Leader Martin Romualdez yesterday, let's do everything so that they don't make a mistake at hindi masira ang House. We sent messages, we called the palace to clarify, diba? We posted sa official groups namin. We had a press con. Just to send them a message, kung may numero kayo, walang problema. Magko-focus kayo, walang problema. Pero huwag kayo magkaroon ng cambio ng card. Kasi kawawa yung bansa. Diba? Kawawa yung bansa. I mean, go ahead.
Sir, sorry, tungkol pa rin dun sa validity, inere din live ng PCO kung...
It's news eh. It's news. They requested, they're still members of Congress, di ba? So, I can air live here someone na nag-impersonate kay President Duterte and declaring martial law. But that doesn't mean it's valid. Di ba? In-air talaga because they requested. No? And it's news. Di ba? So, pag in-air ka tonight, hindi ako magagalit. Kasi it's news. But it doesn't mean na pag in-air, it's an official session. Di ba? Kaya kita mo sa Channel 4, walang komentary. Matter of fact lang na it's a live event, no? So, you know, if for example, one of the chairmen at Tanga will have a committee meeting outside, kinover nyo, okay lang yun. That doesn't mean it's an official committee hearing kung tanggal na yung chairman na yun. Di ba? So, that's the reality. And difference, committee hearings can be held outside Congress. Yung session, unless may authority. Diba? And besides, no, we're on recess. Naka-suspend eh. Kaya nga tinawag ng Presidente yung special session. Kung ang tingin ng palasyo, hindi kami naka-recess, de sana sinabing, i-resume nyo na lang yung session. Kaya kami naka-special session tomorrow. So there's one purpose for today. Manggulo. Manggulo lang. Yun lang ang purpose nila.
Sir, what about the meeting between Congressman Velasco and Presidential Daughter Sara Duterte and Mayor?
They're free to meet everyone. I am a fan of Mayor Duterte. I am a ally of the whole Duterte family. Diba? I meet many people. Diba? And as a personal friend, they may or may not have influence. Diba? But everyone has to make a decision for themselves. What's best for the country, di ba? And I doubt very much that anyone close to the President will put the budget in danger and ask for a round session today. Ang problema sa mga supporters, kung ano-anong paggamit ng pangalan nila sa mga Duterte, na pag tinignan mo naman sa official na statement ng mga Duterte, hindi magkasama yung sinabi. Nakita nyo ba? Nakita nyo naman yung mga screenshots eh. Di ba? Really, last one?
Can we understand, sir, na you were saying it's a fake session? Nevertheless, as far as they are concerned, may bago na silang leadership. In fact, mag-elect na nga rin po sila ng bagong Sergeant of Arms and
Yes.
Secretary.
As far as the Nazis are concerned, it's still Hitler who's there for Europe. Does it mean it's true? Di ba? They can believe what they want to believe. They're adults eh. Di ba? May naniniwala nga na ang COVID hindi totoo at conspiracy. Pero dala ko pa rin mask ko. Di ba? So, you know, there's science and the law, you know, the study of the law is a science. No? So, very clear yan. They can twist the law, they can bring it to the Supreme Court, etc. But look at the precedents that it will set. Di ba? Kayo sa media, hindi kayo maguguluhan kung tatlong faction, lalo ngayon Zoom. Eh sa Zoom, paano kung ilagay ko cover lang? Yung mukha lang nila. Hindi mo kita talaga. Oh. So kung ngayon mag-Zoom ako dito and I show you I have 200 members, official session na yon. I'm Speaker of the House pa, pwede ko pakuha yung names ngayon. Pero hindi ko gagawin yun, kahihiyan yun. Di ba? What I do, if I want a session, we'll have an official notice. stockholders meeting, look at all SEC and look at all Supreme Court rulings. Di ba? Pag walang proper notice and hindi legitimate ang pagkatawag, it's null and void. It's nothing. It's a kwentuhan. Gusto lang pala nila magkwentuhan, hindi na lang nila sinabi. That's it, no? Any other interpretation is not against Alan Cayetano but will put the country in jeopardy. That's the reality. It's not because I'm correct. It's because the rules are the rules. The Constitution is the Constitution. No one can change that unless they really plan to follow and violate the Constitution. Thank you.
Sir, sorry. Sir, can we have one last? Sir, sorry.
Sure.
We'll take, sorry.
20 last questions or one last
Sorry,
question?
wait lang po. Sir, kasi earlier, medyo it really caught our attention kasi ang daming sub-deployment sa labas. So, I think
Yes.
there were 6 vehicles. So, we'd like to ask you directly po, did you seek assistance po from the
No, we did not. And the Sergeant of Arms have talked to them. Pinadala daw just in case. But we told them, just like the Senate na may Sergeant at Arms, just like the Supreme Court that have their own security, and just like Malacanang na may PSG, they will receive a call if we need them. Di ba? So yun lang ang pakiusap ko sa kabila. We are honorable gentlemen and women. Let's not do anything na mapulaan yung ating pagiging honorable. But the members of Congress are free to go in and out. Please just observe lang yung social distancing. Even if they're on the other side, ayoko magka-COVID sila. No? So please, magtulungan tayo on that aspect.
Alright.
Sir, mahapon na ito. Sir, may sabi ko silang kabila, meron daw silang numero na 200, and then ang butuan kanina, 186. Kayo po ba, sir, diretsahan, meron po ba kayong number in case magkaroon po ng botohan mo? Bukas ulit.
Yes, 205 yung nakapirma sa akin. Okay? So kung 186 sila, ang problema ko may flying voters na 80 o dalawa yung binoto. So pag dalawa yung binoto, under the rule, tanggal yung boto nila. But that's not the rule. The rule is the voting has to be in the session hall. Diba? So, you know, a dead congressman can have a papel with 186. Do we put him as speaker tomorrow? Or do we have the debates in session para someone can raise their hand and say, sir, mag-elect pa tayo ng patay? Diba? So if they want to elect someone who's absentee and who will start from scratch with the budget, that's up to them. Wala tayong problema doon. But ano ba sabi ng Pangulo? Huwag muna politika, eto muna. Ano ba mas importante sa kanila? Speakership o budget? Diba? So yun lang naman sa akin. No? Don't worry about me. Diba? I worry about my wife kasi at 14 hours nandito ako sa Congress nagtatrabaho. Pag natanggal ako dito, 24 hours, she has to bear with me. Yun lang ang malaking problema dito. Yun lang talaga. Yun lang. Oh. Kung yung mga may asawa, huwag kayong mag-react ng ganyan. Baka nanonood yung mga asawa niya. Oh. Okay guys, so that others may speak, tapos magsa-start lang kami.
Thank you very much, Speaker Alan. Yung pinaka-call ang Deputy Speaker Elray Villafuerte. Deputy Speaker Elray Villafuerte, please. Thank you.
1992, we create small committees to accept the individual amendments. Bakit po? 300 po yung kongresista. Kung isa-isa po mag-amend yan, never matatapos po yung budget. No? So yung amendments po, hinahati namin into 3. Number 1, policy po, yung mga national advocacy.